Hey guys, welcome back to Wentworth Life. How are you all doing on this beautiful day? Okay, so I've got a little bit of a spoiler video for you. So as we know, we are going to find out whether if the freak is dead or alive this coming Tuesday. Now, as you can see, it's all over the magazines at the moment. So I've got some magazine snippets and some snippets from some other websites. So let's get straight into it. Obviously, guys, this is a massive spoiler video, so there will be spoilers. So look at this first article. Let's have a little read. The moment Wentworth fans have been waiting for is finally here, and the most explosive scene in Australian television this year will finally answer the question, is the freak really dead? All season, the prison drama has teased about hints that Joan the Freak Ferguson, one of the most hated characters on screen, might somehow have escaped being buried alive at the end of season 5. For years, Joan tormented the inmates and guards of Wentworth, as both governor and then prisoner. But when she was tricked into what she thought was an escape plan and hid in a wooden crate, it quickly became her coffin. Left for dead in a bushland grave by guard Will, his revenge for a long campaign of torture at her hands, we thought that was the end of the freak. But throughout 2018, we've had hints that she may somehow have survived. Joan has visited Will in a series of hallucinations, and at the same time, Vera is being stalked. Is it the freak? And now at last we will get the answers when Will's secret comes out and he decides to go back to see what happened after he left. Well guys, this is sounding pretty amazing. I mean, look at the photographs. They're all there, digging to see whether she's there or not. Let me just continue reading this article for you guys. I don't think Will even thought about the consequences of burying the freak alive. Without even thinking, it was an opportunity, so he did it. And then afterwards, he realised the enormity of what he had done. Put yourself in Will's shoes. He's fighting the demons, the voices, coming to grips with the guilt of what he did. He has to know. But in typical Wentworth fashion, that moment comes at the end of a beautifully complicated plot. The action begins this week when Jake rushes to Vera's house. She immediately suspects he's behind all that's been happening to her recently and that he was paid to be part of Joan's escape. Later, when she catches him deleting video files that prove his guilt, Vera threatens to call the police. You can't do that, Jake warns, because Ferguson is dead and Will killed her. What a nice guy, Jake. Just drop him straight in it. Vera's in a terrible triangle of silence. This conspiration, this alliance with Jake and Will, bear with me guys. Once she knows what Will has done, she's in a criminal position. Now I spoke about this in a video yesterday, so I wonder what Vera's actually going to do with this information. Anyway, carrying on, does she protect him? And if she does, she has to also protect Jake. This is one of the biggest lines in the sand she's ever crossed. As an actor, Kate said she loves the dilemma Vera, Will and Jake find themselves in. It was such a great exercise in ensembling acting, she says. So for Kate, it was fun, but for Vera, she was about as close to losing everything she has ever worked for. But as much as she hates Jake, Vera wants to protect Will more, and as Jake points out, there's a simple solution. Go back and dig up the grave. Not that something Will wants to do, but having his character placed in such a position is something Robbie loved. It was a gift, he says, of the storyline. I think every actor dreams of getting a story like this, so I just had to do it justice, otherwise I don't belong here. So with Jake urging and Vera finally agreeing, Will decides he will return to Joan's grave. It's the question that has been burned through the season. You never see Ferguson die, which is what I explained in another video yesterday. There has always been varying degrees of potential outcomes of the situation, so it all comes down to this one moment. And so, with pressure mounting, the three set out to the lonely stretch of the bush where Will left Joan so long ago. With the moon cutting through the trees and their breath hanging in the air, Will and Jake take turns digging into the cold ground as Vera keeps guard. I don't know about you guys, but just reading this is making me even more excited. Just read the last bit for you guys. No one wants to be here, but they all have to know. Is the freak dead? Is her reign of terror over forever? This season has been the what happened story. And of guilt about what they did, guilt about their inaction, and all the shades of that across these characters. It was inevitable then that they would have to find a way to get past that guilt. It all leads to the bush grave, where finally Will uncovers the crate. For Will, there's hope. She's there. Robbie says getting there, digging into that grave is almost a relief because Vera now knows that Jake knows he's released some of what he's been holding. At the grave, he's facing his demons. He needs to see whether she is there. So with Jake and Vera anxiously watching and sweat running down his face, Will nervously reaches down to open the crate and looks inside. What he sees will change these three and Wentworth forever. Wow. I've got to say, guys, I am bouncing right now. Can it not be Tuesday already? Oh, 2 more sleeps, guys. 2 more sleeps. I also seen this posted I'd like to read out. Rita is caught in a trap set by Marie and Drago and must compromise Ray in order to maintain her cover, while Ruby questions Ali's loyalty where she believes her to be spying for Marie. And also, I found another one on Radio Times. Vera claims she is being stalked by an old enemy and uncovers a dark secret. Rita is caught in a trap and Ruby has doubts about Ali's loyalty. So guys, it's going to be a really big episode. And I also saw this morning from the Wentworth Showcase Instagram. A cool post. Secrets never stay buried. So I don't know about you guys. I am excited. Comment in the box below, guys. Do you think she's alive or dead? And before I wrap up this video, I'm just going to show you some spoiler photos. Hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Please subscribe below if you haven't already, as I will be posting 2 to 3 videos per day, and I will be giving you the latest Wentworth spoilers. See you later, guys.